Today, there is no question that the army is invariably one of the most important features of an independent state. In any state, the military is spoken of with respect and is highly appreciated. However, the collapse of the Soviet Union posed a big question for the newly formed independent states. What to do with the legacy of the USSR, a country that had a huge military-industrial complex, nuclear weapons, and the world's largest army? In such a situation, the leaders of the newly independent states needed flexibility and tactical ability to find a way out of an extremely difficult situation. On the one hand, political liberalization in new states such as Azerbaijan, Georgia, Moldova, and Tajikistan has led to a sharp intensification of political processes and an increase in tension. The result was the emergence of a wide variety of armed militias formed on an ethnic, religious, and regional basis. Wars and loss of territory soon followed. In this difficult situation, the first president of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, did a great job. There were 200,000 Soviet soldiers on the territory of Kazakhstan. This was an obviously excessive amount, especially for independent Kazakhstan, which did not have such obligations and military plans as the USSR. Nursultan Nazarbayev had to think about what to do with the military-industrial complex on the territory of Kazakhstan and the tens of thousands of workers employed here. This was in a situation where, together with the USSR, the state order for military products disappeared. Recalling the creation of the Army of Independent Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev once said, "We had no personnel, no experience. There was no understanding of what the Army of Sovereign Kazakhstan should be." Under these conditions, it was decided to declare all units located on the territory of the Republic and remaining from the Central Asian and Turkestan military districts and the 40th Army, which left the war in Afghanistan, as part of the armed forces of Kazakhstan. Such a decree was signed by me on May 7, 1992. A week after the creation of the Kazakh Army, on May 15, 1992, Kazakhstan signed the Collective Security Treaty, CSTO. Until now, this organization, under the new name of the CSTO, remains the most important element of the security system in our complex region. In the fall of 1992, Kazakhstan sent the first military contingent of the 35th Airborne Brigade to the Tajik-Afghan border. The Kazakh military participated in the border protection mission, together with the militaries of Russia, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan. This was the first experience of joint participation of the military from the newly independent states in a common military operation. During its conduct from 1991 to 2001, the Kazakh military lost 54 people killed and missing. This period includes the most difficult battle of the Kazakh army. On April 7, 1992, when a company of internal troops was ambushed in a mountain gorge in the Pamirs. During the battle, 17 people were killed and 33 wounded, but their sacrifices were not in vain. With the joint efforts of Kazakhstan, Russia, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan, the situation on the border with Afghanistan has been stabilized. The civil war in Tajikistan was ended. On May 6, 2020, Nursultan Nazarbayev made a congratulatory speech in honor of the Defender of the Fatherland Day. On May 7, 1992, I signed a decree on the establishment of the Armed Forces of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Since gaining independence, we have always paid special attention to the issues of ensuring the military security of our country, preventing armed conflicts, and developing the armed forces. A strong and efficient army is one of the most important attributes of a sovereign state. Priority is given to providing social support to military personnel. I appeal to you, defenders of the fatherland, with honor protect the peace of your native land. Be the standard of responsibility, justice, and patriotism. Our common task is to preserve and protect our main values: unity, independence, and stability. These words of the first president clearly demonstrate the role of the army in the life of society, the tasks that it solves for the stable development of the state and society. Today, all these tasks remain relevant. The situation in the world is becoming less stable. In 2021, the withdrawal of American troops from Afghanistan is expected, according to the U.S. agreements with the Taliban's movement. Accordingly, a return to the unstable situation that once was in the early 90s, after the withdrawal of Soviet troops from Afghanistan, is anticipated. Of course, we all hope that this will not happen. However, today we are ready for any development of the situation, including utilization of the Kazakh army, thanks to the efforts of Nursultan Nazarbayev. Unlike in the early 1990s, Kazakhstan has many more capabilities. A strong army represents only one of them. Other opportunities are related to diplomacy, international treaties, and a strong economy, but they are all part of one whole, effective state security policy.